Welcome to Hot Pastrami. I'm Lily Rosenthal.
And I'm Alex Canter.
Alex, tell everybody why we're here.
You know, and we grew up together, Lily, which is super cute. And now we're here recording a podcast about food and all things eating.
Alex was my camp counselor when I was a tiny child. And now we have been brought back together to host this podcast. We're so excited.
Of food.
Yes, absolutely. We are coming to you from Canter's Deli, our favorite booth, where Alex is fourth generation Canter's.
It's true. We're in West Hollywood. This is my family's restaurant. Almost 100 years old.
My God, you look great.
Thank you.
You're fantastic.
I am great. So every episode, we're going to have a different guest, some of our friends, celebrities, actors, musicians, and some with just the two of us as well.
Absolutely. If you like food, this could be the podcast for you. Today with us, we have someone near and dear to my heart, the great Henry Winkler. Will be sitting right here in just a few moments. You might know Henry from being the Fonz on Happy Days or Barry, right? Arrested Development. He wrote kids' books. He has a new memoir out. People, he's done it all. He's here with us today. He's going to order a pastrami sandwich. We can't wait to dive in. Here's Henry Winkler.
Let's have lunch.
Do you know what? I need to have a cup of borscht with sour cream.
Cups.
Just a little
You
cup.
want the beet borscht
a
or
little
the cabbage borscht?
Cabbage.
Okay.
Both
Delicious.
of us.
No, beet.
The cabbage is better.
The beet borscht is cold.
Yeah, the beet borscht is cold.
What should I do?
Beet borscht.
Okay, I'm doing beet.
If you're having...
You know what? He'll do beet, I'll do cabbage, and we'll
no,
compare.
we won't. We'll compare.
We'll compare.
This is
Well,
a
we're not
borscht-
sharing.
this is a
We're not
borscht
sharing.
off. A borscht competition.
Okay.
This is a borscht competition.
Can I just say...
Borscht off.
First of all, I'm
Yeah.
sorry I'm a little late.
Don't be sorry.
I
Were you
like
even
to be
late?
on time. I
No.
was.
I don't think
I was.
you're
I
good.
was at least 3 or 4 minutes late.
Your whole family, they're very punctual people. And can I say,
Yeah, go ahead.
it's such a rare quality.
Oh, is that true?
Is like caring about.
Do you think
the
it's
time.
in this city? It's rare.
I think it
Or
might be this
do you
city.
think it is like the Western Hemisphere now in this time?
I think it would have. I think it's L.A.
It's
I think
LA.
it's L.A. There's something about, traffic.
When I
and
was
the-
in high
yeah.
school, and I lived on the 10th floor, pushed a button, elevator came up, opened the door, pushed another button, went down. So I would go on a date,
Yeah.
and I would first iron my pants for the dance because I wanted a nice crease.
Of course.
Then I would leave the apartment. Now, if I forgot something in the apartment,
Yeah.
it's right there. The door, 210 West 78th, 10A, right there. Could not go back in. Once I was on a forward trajectory,
You had to keep
I
going.
had to keep moving.
Of course.
I could not go back and get the thing I forgot,
No, that makes plenty of sense.
which were pants. It was no, I did not. I was fully dressed.
Fully dressed people.
Do you know what? Can I just also say this?
Yes.
I'm like shot out of a cannon here. But
That's
I
how we
would like
like
to
it.
say,
No intro. We're here already.
there's you,
Yeah, that's me.
there's Lily,
Yeah.
and there's this lovely young man.
Alex Canter.
You grew up with him.
Yes.
We-
We both went to Camp Hess Kramer where Zoe went.
Zoe went.
I know.
Was she your counselor?
No.
No.
But he was my counselor at a different camp.
Okay,
Exciting.
we met.
Yeah.
Lily, I'm talking about now.
Yes.
We met when you were 16, 14?
Yeah. Like 15. Let's
Yeah.
just call it,
Like
15.
like a teen.
By the way,
teen.
Lily is always like 14 in my head, even though like she's all grown up now.
I'm
Exactly.
with you. I'm with you. But the fact of the matter is that here we are at your podcast. You're an adult. You were during the pandemic. You took care of my grandchildren, my grandsons. And I'm very touched
Aw,
that we're
Henry.
here because I adore you.
I adore you.
Pretty soon I'm going to adore you,
Oh,
but I don't
it's
actually
coming
know
so
you,
soon.
mister.
You're gonna.
That's
You're
just
gonna
a
love
canter.
him.
We have some overlaps, which I'll get into in a
Absolutely.
bit.
Right.
Can I just
Lily-
explain
yeah.
though for the people,
Who are listening?
for the people who are listening, and
Are
for
there
are people listening.
Is there
I believe
anybody
What
out there?
happened
they're
to all
watching.
of
They're
the young
listening.
people who were here?
They're all here. They're all look
I don't.
We got a whole audience.
whole
Yeah.
audience.
But there was that other group. You didn't
the
know
nice
them?
people. Oh, we know
that was
them.
my
You know
wife.
what they're doing?
Who was your wife? Which one?
One of
Sarah.
Sarah
In the hat.
Yes.
in the hat.
Adorable.
Oh, thank you. I feel the same way.
Adorable. I thought to myself, could be a child of mine.
For sure.
She looked like
she looks like Max a
Winklerish.
little. Yeah, she looks a little Winklerish. Okay, so for the people, Henry and I met when we first met for the pilot, Winkler's
That's
pilot.
exactly right.
Henry,
Who directed it?
Phil Rosenthal,
Yeah.
and Max Winkler
Wrote it
wrote it
with my son-in-law.
with Rob Reines, the great.
Because Rob Reines and his family lived with us. My daughter Zoe and their baby Ace lived with us for about a year while they were redoing their house. He is a builder and
Yes.
was rebuilding his house.
Exactly.
And they wrote that situation. The son-in-law, the daughter, the baby live with the grandparents, the in-laws, the parents.
We thought that's a funny sitcom.
It was called
Winklers.
The Winklers, and an apt title.
Yeah, I think it fit perfectly.
Yeah.
And so it filmed during my spring break. So I got to go to
you
that
know what?
set.
I thought you cut school.
No.
It didn't dawn on me that it was your spring
spring break.
We're on spring break right now at
For the
this
kids.
table.
Yes.
That's how you could get places in LA now because
Exactly.
everybody's
On
on a
spring break.
vacation.
What a
Yes.
wild spring break, Lily.
It was so much fun. I remember I actually kind of had a little bit of a breakdown to my dad right before spring break of I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
Right.
All my friends, they're on the soccer team or they're playing the clarinet and they are doing the things that they care about. I don't know what I'm interested in. And he said, I think you're going to be a director one day. So I think you should come to work with me every day while I'm shooting
And
this
you
pilot.
did.
And I did.
And you were not the mascot because that's too that's not right. But you were the soul. You were the wonderfulness every single day.
That's
And
so
not
sweet.
only did your dad direct, but because your dad is such a foodie,
Oh, yeah.
he catered the lunch. So I didn't care about doing that show.
Not a thing.
I
Yeah.
only cared about lunch because it was
Lunch was nice.
magnificent every time.
Every time.
Well, this is a food podcast, just so you know.
And we are in one of the icons
Yes.
of delis in LA,
Thank
Canter's
you.
Deli.
Canter's Deli.
We're with an
Canter-
icon.
I mean,
Also,
okay.
you're the icon.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not as delicious.
But we are with Canter's royalty.
Yes.
4th generation Canter right here.
Now,
kind
I
of
was
incredible.
brought an idea years ago
Tell us.
by maybe Mr. Canter and friends
Mhm.
to think of a menu of sandwiches.
That was me.
Yes.
We're talking about the virtual restaurants that we were working on.
Oh.
I am so sad that we didn't do it because it was such a great idea because I travel a lot
Yeah.
and there's not a great sandwich anywhere. Now
Interesting.
here in LA,
We're
there's
spoiled.
Canter's, Jeff's Table,
Oh,
one of my
so
favorites.
good.
Bodega Park.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know it. Henry.
Oh my God, the chopped cheese sandwich at the Bodega Park.
Really?
Ooh, adding to my list.
Okay, now
Tell us-
have you had Jeff's Table?
Of course.
Oh my gosh.
Jeff Strauss.
That-
Iconic.
That is, and he was a comedy writer.
Yeah.
And out of that comedy writer came these amazing sandwiches that I went, oh, I've got to tell everybody about this sandwich.
What is your sandwich order from Jeff's
Okay.
table?
I like the roast beef is
Oh,
unbelievable.
it's unbelievable. Have you had that?
I have not
The
had the roast
turkey
beef.
Everybody
with
needs it.
jam.
Yes.
Oh my God.
It's like a
On this
yuzu.
That's your-
Mexican roll.
It's so
I think
good.
that's your favorite sandwich. No, the Thanksgiving sandwich.
The Thanksgiving sandwich
Yes.
is my favorite sandwich.
and that's
that
what
is-
you wanted to do
yes,
on the
That's
virtual
what I
restaurant
wanted
stuff.
to have Thanksgiving sandwich all year round.
Well, we have Thanksgiving dinner year round here at Canter's. You can order a turkey dinner with cranberry sauce and stuffing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was thinking pastrami, so I had to go with that.
But I love putting it on the sandwich. That's an iconic
I feel
move.
like Canter's needs
Wonder Bread,
the Henry.
mayo, or the stuffing from yesterday.
Of course.
In the frying pan. Ooh. And then the turkey, right? Oh my God, a little gravy. And then
cranberry.
Most importantly,
cranberry sauce from the can.
Ooh,
so
just
like
a
a
classic.
cut of it.
You cannot have
Right.
it. That
Slice.
berry stuff is out of the question.
It's out of the question. You need a piece of cranberry.
I need a piece of gelled.
I think the Winkler family day after Thanksgiving sandwich has made waves in the food community.
wow.
Do you know that?
No.
Do
but
you know?
we do have people over.
I mean, everybody knows about it.
Because
we know about the Wonder Bread.
We make another turkey the next day for
those sandwiches.
visitors.
It's iconic.
But don't take the last bit of turkey.
Oh God,
You'll
that's
never
Henry's.
come back.
Henry, I wanna back up.
Yeah, we can back up.
I know you grew up in New York.
I did Manhattan.
And I know you're a big fan of Katz's Deli too, right?
I have their hat.
Amazing. Well, I'm a huge
Restaurant
Katz's
merch.
fan too. In fact, Canter's is often called the Katz's of the West Coast because it's 24/7.
As it should.
I want to know, like growing up in New York and then coming to LA. Tell us that story. And when you got here, what was LA like at that time?
Well, first of all, let me tell you, my brain just flooded with thoughts.
Oh,
One is I did not discover cats until I was here and went back.
really?
Really. I did not. And the idea of standing on those 7 lines
Right.
of men who are constantly making sandwiches, it was like a revelation. But when I got here in September.
What year?
And 1973. September 18th, 2:45 in the afternoon, if you want to be absolutely correct. But I was here because I got the pilot. And we did the pilot in November or just before November, just before Thanksgiving. And then they called me back because it was picked up and it was Christmas time. And I had never been in Christmas in the sun. I had never seen Christmas aqua. They flocked the trees aqua.
Wow.
And it was so disconcerting that I was trying so hard to get into the Hanukkah Christmas spirit, and it was unavailable to me.
Wow.
And at that time when you got here, what were the go-to spots of the LA?
The old world.
Yeah.
Yes.
On
Tell us about
Sunset
a different
Boulevard. Where you had Belgian waffles, and I met. This is how crazy and Germanic I was. This is how disconnected I was. I was invited by friends to meet Chevy Chase, who I watched, of course, every week. And I think I gave Chevy Chase advice about not doing the show and doing clubs in the same week, because you had to have your energy to do the show.
Right.
And I finally realized I should just shut the fuck up. I did the same thing with when Robin Williams came. Now here's a fellow who is infused with hyperfuel or something. I mean, there was an energy that flowed this man. And I said to him again the same thing. Don't do the clubs and do the show. Got to be there for the show. Like a crazy person, I'm giving these people who have the energy to do it all
Right.
advice.
That's crazy. And you've spent years on set. I mean, decades on set.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what that experience was like. What was the behind the scenes like? What were you eating during your lunch meals?
I'm curious
interesting.
What's your crafty go-to?
Interesting. All right. Here are the things I learned not to do as an actor. Don't have soda. Don't have milk.
Is that because of the burping, the soda?
The burping and the mucus.
You hear that guy?
Oh my God, I'm telling you, do not have them before a milkshake before a show. Death.
Fascinating.
Lily would not do well in television.
What was it like?
I love a milkshake.
At that time, this is really who I was. When I would do a show with somebody who was famous, I was not an actor in a scene with that person. I was Henry thinking, oh my God, I'm in a scene with the famous person. And that would completely alter my ability to relax.
Interesting. Wow.
It was insane.
Yeah.
Do you know? I was not comfortable in my own skin. I lived in a California apartment that surrounded, the apartments were like 2 floors and surrounded a pool.
Right.
And then you got to know everybody.
At the pool.
Right. Who drank too much.
Yeah.
I met my first lesbians.
There you go. Beautiful.
The manager of the building was this older woman who I paid a check to every week. Young actresses and me.
Right.
And I listened to, I rented my furniture. I rented my Victrola. I had Greenblatt's, a famous deli.
By the way,
I still love.
Continue. I'll share.
No. What were you going to say?
My mom. I shouldn't be saying this on a podcast, but my mom loved the matzo ball soup from Greenblatt's.
I love the tuna fish.
Which is embarrassing because, we're known for matzo ball here in Canter.
Yes, right. It's delicious.
My dad would go into Greenblatt's with his hood on and order matzo ball soup for my mom to take home, but he didn't want anyone to know that he was, ordering.
But what a
deli from
lovely
Greenblatt's.
thing that he would do that for her.
Of course.
And R.I.P. Greenblatt's. That was an epic deli.
It's gone now?
It's gone.
What?
Yeah.
They
Really?
closed it about 2 years ago.
I think they were a victim
idea.
of the pandemic.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so
Their
upsetting.
tuna fish sandwich was crazy.
Yeah.
I had a half a refrigerator in this rented apartment around the pool, and in it was a half a sandwich, because I ate the other half, from Greenblatt's, and ambrosia salad, which was, I don't know what.
Do you know what ambrosia is?
It's weird.
It's like a whipped cream base with like fruit in it and nuts, and
Well, let me just say I don't recommend it, but it was in my refrigerator from Greenblatt's.
Wow.
Oh my God, that takes me back.
So what part of life is this? This is
the beginning of starting on Happy Days.
On Happy Days. Okay. Now
I lived on a couch with Charlie Haid at the Sunset Marquee.
Right.
Down the road on Sunset
Not far
Boulevard.
from here.
Yeah.
And he was with his wife, his first wife, Penny, their first daughter, and a big lab. And I was on the couch. And I was such a scared Jew. I wouldn't leave. And finally, Penny said, you got to tell him he's got to go. This is we got nothing here. This is like a little room in a hotel. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And Charlie drove me all around, found that apartment on Laurel Avenue around the corner from Greenblatt's, said, here it is. You got a wet bar. You got a living room. You got a bathroom. You got a bedroom. This is it. This is where you're going to be. And that's how I got my first apartment.
Wow.
If he didn't pull me out of his hotel room and drive me around, I would still be
right there with that lab.
With new people. Who's ever staying there?
Yeah.
The Roths. They're in there now.
Okay, so how much later did you meet the lovely Stacy Winkler?
I would have to say about a year. I was doing the show for a year. I made enough money to buy my own sport coat. Went into a very posh, men's clothing store.
Right.
Oh, a boutique, Italian, called Magnan's.
Ooh.
Yeah, Jerry Magnan, whose grandfather had the department store on Wilshire.
Oh,
Opened a boutique.
very nice.
He later went on to open down the street.
Oh, on Fairfax?
Yeah, no, down the street on Rodeo.
Oh.
I'm just giving
Not
you
far.
direction with my arms.
Directions. I see.
He opened the polo store.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk into this store.
Place. I'm looking around for jackets. I have a tweed from Brown's in England, and I have a blue velvet with red piping from I don't know where. There's this beautiful redhead in purple parachute pants. I said, "Excuse me." And I held up both. I said, "Which one?" She said, "Both."
Huh.
I'm too practical to buy 2 jackets when I just need one.
Right, of course.
I go back the next week. It's altered. I picked the velvet with red piping because I thought it
Beautiful.
was sharp.
Yeah.
And
She's
it's the
there.
70s. It's like up the top.
Hey.
The 70s. She's there. I'm sure that she's there because she knows I'm coming back. And then she said to me, "I'm sorry, I work here." So she had to be there.
Right.
We went down Wilshire Boulevard. We went down Rodeo. We had a soda at the Beverly Wilshire.
Do you remember what soda you had?
I had ginger ale. I don't remember what she had.
That's all
because
right.
I was beguiled.
Oh.
And then that started our relationship that has lasted for 45 years.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it is unbelievable.
I love Stacy so much.
Do
I
you?
love
Wait
her
till you get
love.
to know her.
I love her love of sweets.
Yeah.
I love her love of cakes.
Cake.
I mean, she
Yeah.
knows how to do it.
At 11:30 at night,
Uh-huh.
as we're dozing, she said, "I need fudge." I said, "Well, I'm not going to get it. I need fudge." I said, "Well, I have fudge, but it's
wanna be
dark
Stacey.
chocolate." She likes milk.
She likes milk.
Milk chocolate.
Can you tell us a little bit about what Easter looks like at the Winkler household?
Depends.
Tell
this
us about
year,
the peeps.
all right. This year,
Yeah.
we are going to visit the man and his family who
The man.
bought the house that I was living in for 20 years. And his family. Now, he came in.
Yeah.
Stacy said, "I don't like the air here in the valley. The air is no good."
Oh, it's food time, guys.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize until years later, we eventually moved 10 minutes from her parents.
Hilarious.
But
Yeah.
here we are in the valley. And it was baskets and fake grass
Yeah.
and plastic Easter eggs. And they were hidden and colorful. And thank you. I was just past.
There's no heavy cream, so I got you 2 half and halves.
Perfect.
That's,
Wow.
Look at
This
you,
is-
Samara.
this is-
You know
Thank
what?
you.
You can't do better than that.
You really can't.
This is an epic order, Henry. This is
Thank you.
this is some real
This
some
is
real
deli.
juice shit right here.
This is
Can you
this
pass
is
me?
deli.
Yeah.
There you
You
go.
ordered a cold beet borscht soup with some sour cream on the
sour
side.
cream and bagel chips.
And bagel chips. Very important, the bagel chips. And, of course, the hot pastrami sandwich, which, by the way, this show is called Hot Pastrami. So,
Can I get a little thing of sour cream for mine as well? Thank you so much.
and Lily with the cabbage borscht.
Thank
I got
you.
borscht too, but I wanted
This is
to.
a
But
borscht
you know what?
rival.
Taste
Now.
mine first.
All right.
Taste mine first with the sour cream. I'm not
So
kidding.
the cold borscht is served cold, which
It
is
is,
like
yes.
the traditional
And
way
it's
to serve
Russian.
it. But the cabbage borscht is served hot. It's
Right.
a whole different thing. It's like the sweet and sour flavor.
Going in, people.
Right. Go in.
We're having a classic borscht off today.
Am I right? Is it delicious?
He's right.
All right.
That's
Now,
fantastic.
take a bite of your chip.
Oh, the
Take
chip.
a bite of, yeah. We got to have a cleanse.
You're right. He's absolutely right.
Got to have a cleanse. All right.
First bite's going in.
I'm telling you, that borscht and the sour cream together, my mouth is screaming. You know, like there are millions of taste buds.
Yeah.
They're going again. Do it again.
Is this like this is your ratatouille moment? Is
I'm
cold beef
telling
borscht
you,
with sour cream?
this is no joke.
Did you have this when you were a kid?
I did.
Yeah. The exact
I
same
did.
way, cold
The
with sour
exact
cream.
same way. But my mother was so bad at food, she had to buy it.
Right.
She made a 7-layer cake that came out 1 layer.
Wow.
I mean, a German cake. You know,
We have 7-layer cake here at the
I'm
bakery.
telling you, the black layer
We'll
cake
need that.
came
We'll have to
out
get a slice of
to
that.
be like no layer. It was
Wow.
like, oh,
There we go.
Tell us a little bit about some of your childhood food.
I really
you know,
don't want to because I'm
experiences.
enjoying this.
I
so
know.
Oh, enjoy it.
Can I tell you something though? The cabbage one is very nice. It's so nice.
Oh,
Have a bite.
The cabbage.
I can't because
It's not
because
for you.
if I
It's
have
enough.
cabbage, you'd have to send all of the patrons home. Sad but true.
Sad but true.
All right, now I am taking a bite of. Now, what was the question?
You got the deli mustard on there?
Yeah, I
already?
do.
Perfect. You know what you're doing.
It has the mustard and the Russian dressing.
Yes, it
That's
does.
the best
Both.
combination.
I love a sauce. I most of my
Do you know
foods
what?
need a sauce.
I'm a wet eater.
Mhm.
It is true. I don't like dry anything.
No, me neither. I like to dip things in other things.
Yes.
Like, you know?
You're a dipper.
I'm such a dipper.
I
Hen.
love to dip. I love to dip. The only dips I can't have are like red pepper dips.
Oh,
Because
you know what? I
that
don't like
are
red pepper.
cabbage.
We're so similar.
Lily, what's your favorite like go-to for chicken tenders?
Oh, excellent question. I'm so glad you asked. I love a chicken tender. I love it in ranch. I love it in mayo and ketchup.
Yeah.
Mm.
There is a place where you can actually sit down.
Yeah.
You have to order it. And I think it's called Willie Mae.
Mm.
Willie Mae's, yeah.
Willie Mae's make a hot chicken and they put a sauce under the skin. And when you get a chicken tender from there,
Delicious. Willie Mae's is an iconic New Orleans brand
yeah.
that just opened up on the west side of LA
Oh,
not
yeah.
too long
They did
ago.
just open. Have you
It
been?
is some of the best fried chicken I think we have in LA right now.
I agree. Now, Jim Pickens, who is been now starting his 20th season or more on Grey's Anatomy. He's the head of the hospital. His wife owned Black Bottom Southern Kitchen or something like that. Unfortunately, it closed during the pandemic. We would drive into the valley, down Vineland. We would sit in the parking lot of this restaurant. We would take towels. We would pull our towels up to our necks. We would order the Southern fried chicken and grits with shrimp and
Oh
all
my
the
God.
sides and eat it directly from the restaurant in the car because it doesn't travel well. You
No,
know,
of course.
it congeals.
Yes, of course.
That was some of our favorite parts of the pandemic.
I love that.
And watching a Turkish serial on Netflix
Oh,
that was 168 episodes long.
what was
I thought
it
it would
called?
never end. Black love flowers something. I don't
That
remember.
sounds like that's it.
Well,
Inter-
I caught up on all of Barry over the pandemic. One of my
God.
favorite pandemic shows to watch.
Thank
actually.
you.
You're
And
remarkable.
yeah,
Thank you.
not only did you crush it, but on the most recent season, you filmed one of the episodes here at Canter's.
Right outside.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Tell us more about that. How is that part of this? You know?
How we got to Canter's, I don't know. But I left a note on one of the parking meters for the reporter,
Right.
and I was going to tell him the truth.
About
And the only way I could tell the truth was to act it out on stage. And when I went to Emerson College in Boston, there was an elocution class. The man who taught it every year would do The King and I, every part. And all he did was move his eyes and change focus for the character. Hello, I'm from England. I'm going to teach the children. I am the King of Siam. All right. Will you teach them English? Oh, yes, I will. It will be a pleasure. And, but
we could just do that the rest of the podcast. We can all go home.
Lily, I'm telling you, he did every part, every child, every elephant, every Siamese cat that was in the musical. And you literally understood who he was talking to, and you got the entire play.
Right.
And I used that I saw at Emerson in that scene in Barry. I played Barry.
Yeah.
I played the cop. I played Barry. I played the other characters. It was, I don't know if it was great, but it was fun to do.
That's amazing that you could take from your real life and
But that's what you
channel
do.
that.
That's
Yes,
what
of
an
course.
actor does. Yeah.
Of course, but to know the story, I think that's so interesting for people that aren't in the acting world and don't know the
Wait
process.
a minute, there is somebody not in the acting world?
It's true.
Oh, I didn't know. I had no idea. Oh, how about this?
Yes, tell us.
Yesterday, a young lady named Sasha
Yeah.
had a little short. And she called me up months ago and said, would you be in my short? And just from the sound of her, now she comes from good lineage, but I really don't know. I know her mom, but I don't know her dad really well.
Is it my friend Sasha?
It is your friend Sasha.
Oh my God. You did her short?
I did.
Oh my God.
So
Sasha Seinfeld, the greatest. I love her so
but I
much.
want to tell you something. We're going
Yes.
to be hearing from this young lady.
Oh, yes, we will.
She was in charge. She wrote funny. I played God like this. Hello? What are you talking about? What do you want to see? You want art? I got art. Here's Ed Rushka. And then the man would say, Ruche. I went, oh, what are you, smarty pants? All right. It's very valuable because he's alive.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, I had the most wonderful time.
I'm so glad.
She was
She's
incredible.
She's a powerhouse.
She's a powerhouse.
Yes. Oh my
wow,
God.
am I
I'm
glad
so
I said yes.
I am so glad you did too. Sasha Seinfeld. We're going to be hearing that name
her
for a
brother,
long time, people.
Yeah, it's true. Her brother played tennis with me. God plays tennis. And of course, never hits the ball.
Amazing. Okay.
Well,
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
was just going to say, you were just talking about Emerson earlier, and I
Yes.
heard
Yeah.
that you actually learned a little bit about child psychology, and that if acting didn't end up working out, that was the direction you were going to lean in.
And it's
Which is-
true. I'm chewing my pastrami.
Right, of course. How is
As
that
you should be.
pastrami?
It really
It's
is
a
good.
great-
It
oh,
is
good.
what I thought it should be.
Oh
Good.
my God, I'm so
Good.
glad.
This is amazing.
That's
This
the one.
borscht.
The cold beet borscht, everyone.
What I really need
Is some
is
water?
not yes.
Could I take a water as well, actually? Yeah.
Oh my God!
already ready
Thank
to
you,
Thank
you.
you.
There
These
is
down.
room for you in heaven. Thank you.
Says
Thank
God.
you. Says God, exactly. So you studied child psychology?
I relate very well to kids.
Yes.
I like dogs and children. I'm getting better at adults. But I understand them. I listen because I think a herd child is a powerful child.
Without a doubt.
And I didn't get a lot of listening, so I give a lot of listening. Doesn't seem like it on this podcast, but I do. And so if I had a semi plan B, that if I did not make it as an actor, I would work exclusively with kids and make sure that their self-image was great and strong and, just solid when they went and met life. And that was that. But
I think something that you guys both have in common is a children's book, no?
Oh, yeah. We both are children's book authors. Henry has an incredible series. And, I hope to have as many as you do one day.
You know what? Here it is. Your possibilities are endless. I mean, I don't know Mr. Canter as well, so I can't compliment him like that. But I do know you. You say you want a series. It will be a series. I'm here to tell you, just as a more mature human being, as an old person, you are.
Thank you.
What is your book?
My book is called Just Try It.
Right.
I wrote it with my dad.
Right.
It's to try and get kids to try new foods.
Right. My son Max took it.
He did take it. I do know that.
Yeah.
Yes. He took it.
I need a copy.
I'm going to get you a new copy. It's going to be signed. It's going to say, to my friend Henry,
right.
I love you.
I love you.
There you go.
That's nice.
Wasn't some of the book made while you were...
Absolutely. Your grandchildren. And I want to say just quickly, but just to go back to how you really want to instill in children their ability to be heard and their power. And you have done such an incredible job, not only with your children, but with your grandchildren. They are all
I love them.
Strong, powerful.
And that's Zoe.
And I mean, Zoe
and Rob
Zoe's my role model.
Really great parents. My daughter, honest to God, if I was a young parent at the same time now as she is, I would do what she does as a parent.
Absolutely.
I would steal parenting from my own daughter.
Absolutely. I learned so much from her during that time in the pandemic. And I mean, I had dinner with Zoe last night. I don't even know if you know, but I went to dinner with Zoe.
Where?
We went to Bestia. Have you been? Oh, it's so good. Still so good. With Ace and two of his friends, and we just all had dinner. It was so nice. Ace, I just want to say, Ace is Zoe's oldest son.
12.
He's 12. He's going to be a bar mitzvah boy coming up soon. He is a remarkable chef. He is unbelievable. My boyfriend's a chef. They have cooked together before. And Mason really says Ace has true talent. Like, he has talent for...
It's in his DNA.
Yeah. I mean, it's unbelievable.
We babysit for the three boys.
Yeah.
And we go there so that they don't have to uproot.
Right.
So we uproot and go to their house. And in the morning, I said, Ace is up early. He's 8 years old at the time, naked. I said, what would you like for breakfast? He said, I'd like pancakes. I said, I'm so sorry, Ace. I make great scrambled eggs. I don't make pancakes. He said,
why'd you even ask?
Yeah. He said, I don't need you. He goes and gets that little stool in front of the sink.
Right.
That you use to brush your teeth. He pulls it through the house, puts it up against the stove, naked, makes the most delicious pancakes I've ever had. And I went, I am an embarrassed grandfather.
Oh, my God. So that started at 8. That it had been.
I'm telling you, he knew. Stacy bought him for a birthday a chef's jacket with his name.
Chef Ace.
And you roll up knives. You've seen those roll up knives. Well, it was everything but a knife, a whisk, a spoon, a spatula. everything, and he could roll it up and had his own utensils.
All right, I might have done a bad thing. I got him a chef's knife, and it's scary because obviously, like, kid, but Mason said, this is the chef knife that I used. This is what I want him to learn on. And
but I don't think he's old enough now.
Yes, now he's a
to
little older.
understand how dangerous it can be. Yeah.
Absolutely. But I just think that Ace will be an incredible chef. He has an incredible palate. He tasted chicken liver pate last night. I was so excited.
And he liked it?
He did. He really liked it.
And what about his friends?
His friends did not. They were not as interested, but it just makes me so proud of Ace and so excited.
Did you guys order the bone marrow gnocchi, though?
Of course.
That's the best.
Bone marrow pasta.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
He's a great chef.
Really
I
is.
love his a Middle Eastern restaurant, Saffy.
Oh, Saffy's and Bavel.
Bavel.
Oh my God.
Let me just
Chef
say
Ori.
to your listeners, either one, and don't tell the chef I said this. You never have to order the main course. Just order all of the hors d'oeuvres, the appetizers.
All
appetizers.
the
my.
hummus, the baba ganoush
bread.
people. The pita is the best pita you'll ever have. What about they used to do, I don't know if they still do it, but the fried pita with it almost like lemony, zesty.
I think they do.
Oh, it's
that
so
sounds
incredible. With
The
that's with the
challah.
baba ganoush. The
But
challah.
here's the
Saffy's.
thing: there's new bread that comes with all the different hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah.
So there are like 3 different kinds of bread.
Yeah.
You never have to order a main course.
I tend to go appetizer heavy in general when I like trying as many things as possible. So when you order an
Absolutely.
entree,
Me
it's
too.
too much food. So
For sure.
I
People
go
go-
pasta heavy at an Italian restaurant. Instead of ordering a bunch of mains, I like to try as many pastas as I can.
Absolutely. What are some of the family favorites for a weekend dinner?
Oh God, I have to swallow my pastrami. Pasta with butter.
That's a
Gus and Jules like pasta with butter.
Yes.
Red sauce,
Yep.
or I should say pink sauce.
sauce.
Yeah, without
Right.
the vodka.
What
Absolutely.
about when you're going out to eat in LA? What are some
Some
of your
restaurants.
some of your go-tos?
Well, Stacy and I, we just went to Chinois.
Oh, what's that? I don't know it. Do you know it?
Chinois,
Old school
40 years
Wolfgang.
old.
What?
Yes.
Oh wow, I'm so embarrassed.
Some of the best
I don't
lobster
know it.
noodles I've ever had.
It is the woman is from Russia. Her name is Bella.
Yeah.
She is partnered with
Wolfgang.
Wolfgang Puck.
Wolfgang Puck. Oh, that's a great documentary.
Santa
Did you
Monica.
see that? by the
40
way?
years old, this restaurant.
Yes.
It is a fusion of French, Chinese.
Okay, I'm now thinking it's in his documentary, and I'm forgetting. Did you see the Wolfgang Puck documentary?
No.
It's on
I
Disney Plus.
didn't.
I
I need
highly
to check it
recommend
out.
it. It's a fantastic
But that's
documentary.
a classic LA spot right there.
Yeah, wow.
One time I think I ran into you at Pizzeria Bianco in downtown.
Oh my God.
That's a Winkler Rhinus favorite.
Stacy and I first met that Pizza Bianco,
Yep, Chris
where
Bianca.
he started
You went in feet in Arizona.
in Arizona. And people from all over the world flew for that pizza.
It's a very
Oh.
famous pizza. What,
Unbelievable.
God.
what's your? Do you like the pistachio one there? What
Yes.
do you get?
We've had everyone.
Yes.
I
They're
had
all
my
so
I had
good.
my birthday there a few years ago.
Oh,
Oh my God. Oh my God. That really is. He is something. He
Chris
himself
Bianco.
is
He's-
like, I don't know, a spirit from heaven.
He really is. He's just so sweet and always so warm and,
And so
kind. And, yeah.
into the ingredients that he is going to serve the patrons. Oh my
Absolutely.
God.
even
Absolutely.
the non-pizza dishes there are incredible.
Everything. We had everything.
Everything's so fresh.
Everything. Oh my God.
Love.
He's a pizza god.
A
If you
pizza-
haven't been to Pizzeria Bianco, definitely go. It's
Yeah.
in the row. It's beautiful.
And the row. Who knew? It's like an enclave. You're completely enclosed. It's safe.
Yeah.
There are shops up and down the row,
Very nice shop.
mostly Japanese. And then you've got this pizza parlor that
Have you-
is like, oh,
Have you been on a Sunday for Smorgasburg there?
no.
Smorgasburg is like a big food festival every Sunday at the Row. And they have all these different restaurants and you go.
Started in New York
Yeah.
originally, and then they
But it's
opened
free.
it. Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. In the middle of the street?
Yeah. And it's unbelievable.
I think
You
there's
should
like
really
over
go. It's
50
great
food
for
vendors.
kids.
I have to tell Stacy.
Oh, yeah. You guys got to go. It's so fun.
Delicious.
Absolutely,
Some
right?
of my favorite spots are there. Burritos La Palma,
Oh, my God. Those
Evil
tortillas.
Cooks, some great smash burgers down there.
I love
sure.
I love
What's
a
your
great cheese.
favorite smash burger in
Okay.
LA?
There's a lot of them.
I have to say, I don't know if it's a smash burger.
Okay. Any burger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Win-Dow,
Yes.
the American
classic.
Beauty,
Yes.
down on Rose in Venice.
And they've
Fantastic.
opened one on the boardwalk now. They've got one on the east side in Silver Lake.
I did not know that.
And it's a $4 cheeseburger. You can't do better
That's
than that
actually
for $4.
crazy. I didn't know that.
I want
Wow.
to just say the same scenario as the fried chicken during the pandemic.
With the window.
We went to Win-Dow at least once or twice a week.
Wow.
That
And
place
then
is
they
so
have a
good.
dessert called It's It, which is a chocolate ice cream sandwich
Right.
or a vanilla ice cream sandwich in the middle of two cookies
Yeah.
that come from San Francisco.
Yes.
That when you bite it, you go, yeah, this is it.
It's it.
It's it.
It's it.
They named it well.
Yeah.
You ever had their the kale Caesar at the window?
No,
No.
I don't like kale.
Random. I don't like kale either. But
No.
for a little,
Rarely,
window spot,
though.
it's kind of rare that they have a little kale.
I know. I was
Caesar.
going to say, when I go for a burger, I'm not like craving salad too,
I don't even know
but
why
it
I
is
said
a
that.
nice option for
It
the
is.
Yeah,
people.
for people
You know, the
yeah.
people that want it.
And
It's very
they also
nice.
have Southern fried chicken. But
Have you had the fried chicken from Anajak Thai?
yes,
Oh my God. It's unbelievable.
we had a birthday there.
Yes.
And we had that. So we had everything. As a matter of fact, we had a party that was too big for the restaurant.
Yeah.
So they
outside.
put card tables in the alleyway. Oh
So
my
nice.
God! And the most unassuming young man.
Justin.
And does he have a star?
Yes, I
He
believe
doesn't
so.
have a star
Oh,
because
no,
it's a
he
little
doesn't?
untraditional. His location.
Oh,
and
I
it's not
thought he
like
was in the.
technically the Michelin standards, but that man
Oh, I didn't
deserves
know.
a
I
star.
thought he did get a
He's
star.
got James Beard Awards. He's got
That's what
LA
it is.
Times Best
James
Restaurant.
Beard.
He's got all sorts of other things going on, but
All right, just
That man
say
deserves a
Just say
star.
the name again.
Justin. Anajak Thai.
Oh my Lord! Now, also, okay. My son took me to Italian Indian.
Pijja Palace.
Hello.
We went together. I remember.
You were there.
I was there with Jordan Oken.
And you got your Uber to go home.
I did.
I was so worried about you being safe.
Thank you. I love you. I was very safe. I was in a very large car. It was good. It was a large car.
It might have been the largest Uber I've ever seen anywhere in my life.
Now, Pijja Palace is a very unique restaurant. It's
Unique.
super cool. It's in a little strip mall at the bottom of like some weird motel or hotel.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Avish is a brilliant restaurateur, entrepreneur. He came in, he took over this restaurant and he made it this like Indian Italian fusion flair where they've got the Malai rigatoni, which is
my
That
God.
rigatoni is
And
fantastic.
the pizza, we had
The
many
pizza was so
pizzas.
good.
the dosa onion rings.
Incredible.
We had everything.
We
Yes.
did. We had everything.
I always
And they've
leave.
got the TVs with
Yeah.
the sports on. It's a
Yeah.
funny,
and
funny
that
little
restaurant
place.
made me an Alka-Seltzer devotee. But I want to say something, Mr. Canter. I am so impressed. You really are. You've got your fingers, like Lily, on the pulse of the food scene
Thank
in
you.
LA. I am
I
really.
love food. What can you say?
You know what? I hear it, and I love the way you talk about it, and I'm very impressed.
Thank
Aw.
you. Well, Lily and I love eating, so
It's
this is,
true.
This makes sense.
Lily
right?
had a pop-up. Didn't you have a
Yes,
pop-up?
I did. I was doing this thing, Live a Lil, where we brought
Live a
restaurants
Lil.
together for collabs. And I'm now, there's more Mozza and Anajak.
Collabs are a
and-
thing now in LA. Everyone's
Absolutely.
collabing with each other. Canter's did a collab with Anajak Thai last year.
See,
We did
there
a
you go.
spicy pastrami drunken noodles. And my dad was back there carving pastrami next to Justin. It was
Unbelievable.
a fun evening.
want
we did
more
we did a
collabs.
matzo ball tom yum soup also.
Well,
Henry-
so that sounds amazing.
Wh-
So where do these collabs come from? Just because
Yeah.
somebody had an idea and when somebody said, "Oh, I'm going to steal that idea. I like that idea," and then it just grew.
Well, when I was doing Live a Lil, I knew it was collabs that I wanted to see that I thought would be creative and fun and get people
so
excited.
you created the collabs that
Yes,
you
that I-
fronted.
Yes, exactly. So we did one that was Courage Bagels and Pizzana for a pizza bagel.
Oh wow!
I want that.
Yeah. We did Meals by Gannett and Jitlada together for a Ethiopian Thai dish.
Wow!
Ken's Ramen and Maple Block Barbecue for a brisket ramen. You know? Fun
What was the
things.
one that in the parking lot?
The one in the oh, that was Genghis Cohen.
Genghis Cohen.
Genghis Cohen, we did a
With-
fried with Luther Bob's.
Oh.
We did a fried chicken sandwich on challah bread. And it was like a Jewish Chinese collaboration. That was like cross-cultural.
That was like
Then-
delicious.
Oh yeah. it was
What a
good.
time to be
Thanks for
alive,
coming to
guys.
that. Yeah.
Jewish Chinese fusion.
I know. Fun.
Indian Italian. We're living in a golden era of food
Absolutely. I
Well,
mean,
this city is very adventurous.
and very diverse.
When I first came here, there were Chasen's, very traditional restaurants,
right.
Scandia,
Mm-hmm.
and they no longer exist.
Yeah.
And now there is an explosion of wonderfulness and wonderful
100%.
chefs.
Yes. What would be a collab that you would like to see? What are two restaurants or two cultures that you love that you would love to see a little crossover?
All right, in Austin, Texas,
Yeah.
there is a restaurant I never miss called Loro, Loro.
I
Loro.
have not tried
It
that
is
Me
one.
neither.
Franklin barbecue
Ooh.
and Japanese.
Ooh.
Oh my God. I want that.
The first time I took a
Franklin
bite
barbecue.
of Franklin's barbecue, I actually teared up
Yep.
for the first time. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
It was
Franklin's barbecue is in
emotional
Austin.
brisket.
Incredible.
You get online, and it closes when the meat is gone.
Yes.
So if you're online and at
And you miss it, yep.
at 2:22 there's no more meat, you're out of luck.
You're out of luck. Oops.
Now, I will say I'm eating potato salad now, but
Yeah.
this is one of the great things about being a celebrity. I called Franklin's Barbecue. I said, I'm coming. I'm teaching an acting class at South by Southwest.
Oh.
I was able to pull in, skip
The
the
line
back,
of Franklin.
Yes.
and
Iconic.
I was at the picnic table by the stove.
That's how you do it.
Power move.
I took Jake Tapper
Oh, yeah.
for Franklin
Great.
Barbecue.
Oh my God, that's amazing. You can actually see the location that he's talking about, those picnic tables next to the big
Yes,
things.
yes.
You can see that in the movie Chef. That's where Jon Favreau eats with his son at Franklin Barbecue.
wow.
It's in that exact same spot.
So they do like 2,400 pounds of meat, 24 hours a day. There is
lot
a
of meat.
man
Insane. That's crazy.
who is hired 24 hours a day, different men and different shifts, with a spray bottle that watch that meat. I thought it was
Insane.
interesting.
Very.
We live in the most epic food city in LA, but we definitely have a barbecue gap. We don't have legitimate Texas barbecue. We
Why?
have other things,
Why?
but not
Why do you
authentic
think?
Texas
Yeah,
barbecue.
why do you think that is?
You know, I don't know. I honestly...
I mean, there are so many barbecue places.
Yeah, like Maple Block. I love Moo's Craft Barbecue.
Craft is
That's crazy.
incredible.
That's crazy good.
Adam Perry Lang is the king of barbecue.
Oh my
Where?
God! Have you seen what Adam Perry Lang is doing?
Oh, I
I'm
don't
gonna
even
show
know
you
where
really
it is
fast.
to see him.
Oh my God! You know it's unbelievable. I'm just going to show you. Really
Well, wait a minute.
quick.
Where is it located?
He does pop-ups.
He's doing a pop-up.
He does a lot of collabs too.
Oh, wow.
He's an epic barbecue guy.
Oh, my God.
He does the
Isn't
ribs.
that
He does
crazy?
Oh, my God.
the lamb chops. Some of the best lamb chops
I
I've
love
ever
lamb
had.
chops.
Oh, I tried
But it's not
his
Texas
lamb.
barbecue
it's insane.
still.
Oh.
Texas barbecue, there's something about it. You go, you wait in line for an hour, you eat, you're so full you can't even breathe. You have to take a nap after.
True.
You get
you-
meat sweats.
Do you wait in line for a lot of food collab things or food pop-up things?
You know,
You'll wait?
I will wait in line for food just
Will
because
you wait in the line?
my
I would.
favorite thing.
What's the
but-
longest you would wait?
Well, being more mature, I would have to bring like a stadium chair.
Yeah.
Pro move, everyone. Bring the
How long would you wait?
chair. The longest I've waited in line, and I can't believe I did this, but it was for Kasama in Chicago, which
I
is
don't
a
know what that is.
1-star Michelin Filipino restaurant
Ooh.
that is serving some of the craziest. They have a whole tasting menu for dinner, but for breakfast, they do these like meat and rice bowls. And I waited, I think, 3 hours.
Oh,
once.
was it worth
Now,
it?
was it worth it? Yeah, I was going to ask
It
that.
was delicious, but I will not be waiting 3 hours in line for food probably ever again in my life.
Yeah,
So-
I don't know. I mean, I'm really fortunate. I've had some incredible food in my life. I don't know if I could wait that long for a meal.
You're with good people. You're talking. Knowing that there's light, that there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Yeah.
Right.
In
I mean,
food,
that
it
makes
makes it worth
sense.
it. So
Absolutely.
Okay. I cheated.
Cheat. Go ahead.
Okay. Howling Rays. Is that all the
Howling
way in?
Rays.
Is that in Chinatown?
Yes.
that's in downtown
Okay.
LA. Hot
And they
chicken.
have one in Pasadena too.
Hot chicken.
Yes.
This was before I knew about Willie Mae.
Yeah.
My son Max said, "We got to go." The line.
That's a long line.
How long? Out the door,
Around
down the corner. I walked up to people who were very close, and I said, "Hi, my name is Henry." They said, "We know and we love you on Barry."
Uh-huh.
And I said, "I'll tell you what. I'm going to buy your lunch,
Ooh,
and I'm going to be able to stand
With
right
you. I love it. Did it work? Yes. I'm so glad, Henry.
I like that move. I might be stealing that one from you next time I go to
But I
Courage
swear-
Bagels.
Yeah.
Or,
I
But
will
I'm
buy
telling
your
you,
bagel.
I
Yeah.
will buy you and all of your
Everyone
friends.
behind you.
Who else is? Are you with a group?
Yeah.
I will buy everybody their lunch, and I'm going to stand here with you.
Wow. What a good move. It's a great move.
I think
because
everyone
you know
behind might be upset.
what? That's true. But
But
you
Could
know
be
what?
discreet.
I didn't just wedge my way in. I
Right.
didn't
You
use.
picked up.
I didn't have attitude.
Right.
I was fair. I was standing in a line that was already created. I just made it one longer.
Well, I don't know if it would work for anyone else, but I think for you, no one
Well,
can
I
turn
was
that off.
very
or down.
lucky because they said yes, and
Thank
I bought 10
God.
people lunch.
Worth it.
Is
I
there
think,
anything else that we need to cover? Is there anything else you would like to plug, Henry?
Well, you know what? I will tell you that I'm very, very lucky. I wrote a memoir in October,
yes, you did.
and it did very well in America. And then I was sent to Australia. And for 3 weeks, I toured Australia with the book, and it became number one. And in July, June 11th, I'm going to Ireland to the book festival, starting there, going to Scotland and England on a book tour.
Oh my God. Henry, congratulations on the memoir,
Thank you.
too. It's unbelievable.
Well, I don't know about that, but
It
people
is.
seem to like it, and it makes me so happy.
Well, the
You
best
have an
part about
amazing
travel,
life.
the best part about traveling, in my opinion, is like you get to a new city, and I was just in Dublin a few months ago, and just getting to eat, the best fish and chips and whatever they're known for is the best, right?
It's my favorite.
You love
So
fish
where
and chips.
is
I've got
the
a
be-
rec for you. I'll send
And
it to you.
I'm going to go there.
I have one in Scotland for you.
You know what I'm looking for in Ireland? I was there 10 years ago at the train station, letting people know about my children's books.
Yeah.
The soda bread.
Soda bread.
My mom makes great soda bread. She's Irish. I'm gonna bring you some soda bread.
I've dreamt about it for 10 years.
Oh my God.
And I'm going to have it again on the 12th of June.
There you go. Unbelievable.
I'm living now just for the soda brand. And we have a brand new children's book coming out,
Tell us
but
about
not
it.
until October.
That's
okay.
all right.
So
Tell us more
tell
about
us.
it.
So everybody who is listening,
Yes.
could you just write this down and tack it up on your day board so that you don't forget? It's called Detective Duck,
Detective Duck.
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2.
The sequel.
This little duckling who dreams about being a detective. She's the only duckling that has a beaver for a dad. And she is environmentally aware.
Ooh.
And a big thing comes barreling down the hill and splashes into the pond. And they don't know what it is. And her best friend is a salamander who reads little bits of comics that the humans leave at the campsite. He knows it's an alien spaceship, and they have come to take over the pond.
Oi.
They have to get it out. They finally realize it might not be a spaceship. It might belong to a truck up on the hill.
My God.
And they have to work as a team to get it out of the pond to keep the pond pristine.
Beautiful.
And we'll
Henry.
leave it at that because we don't want to spoil the rest of the
Okay.
plot there.
For
All right.
sure.
No
Henry.
spoiler alerts.
I will not leave the rest of my pastrami sandwich, but
You
I will leave the
cannot.
story.
You're a good eater. Look at you. You
Thank
finished your
you.
pastrami.
All right,
We're going to do the most fun segment of the show, the rapid fire questions.
Okay.
They're all food related.
Oh,
It's Saturday morning. All the kids are coming over for breakfast. What are you making?
scrambled eggs with a little heavy cream, a little butter,
Oh, hey.
maybe chive.
Oh,
Mix it up.
yeah.
Now, if I'm having bacon, a little bit of the bacon grease.
Naughty Jew.
In the eggs?
Oh my God, in the bottom of the pan.
Uh-huh.
The drippings, bacon dripping.
Oh,
Fascinating.
and then
I've never done
bagels,
that.
cream cheese,
Yeah,
lox.
of course.
And for Stacy, Lucky Charms.
What's your favorite bagel, by the way?
Courage bagel.
Courage bagel. Same.
Now, I love my local bagel.
Of course.
New York Bagel
yeah,
on 23rd Street in Wilshire.
of course.
A great bagel.
Yes.
But I think Courage Bagel might be the most uniquely delicious bagel in America.
Completely agree.
You hear
Completely
that,
agree.
New York? Shots
Yeah,
fired.
no.
I've got
Everybody
one.
agrees.
I've got one. You get to bring any, and I know you've done a lot of traveling. You did a show in Asia and Europe. You get to bring any restaurant in the world to LA. Which one is it?
In Ravello, a woman named Netta has an Italian restaurant. She has many kinds of pasta and made 6 kinds of pasta, little bits on my plate. Her brother makes the mozzarella, and it blew my mind.
A little sampler
Wow.
plate.
A little
Pasta,
sampler
that's the
plate.
best.
Yeah.
All right, you have visitors in town. Where are you taking them for one night in LA?
For essential LA food.
That is very difficult. I would either take them to Funky
Yes.
or I would take them to Chinois.
There you
Very
go.
nice.
When you go to Chinois, Lily,
Yes.
I need you to, in the next few days, and you
Mhm.
have to have, I'll just give you 3 things to have.
Okay.
And then you order.
And then I'll order.
But you must tell me what you thought.
I will.
Okay.
We'll email. You'll
Okay.
tell me
That.
exactly what I need.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Henry.
you did it. You survived the rapid fire question.
Yeah, that was it. How do you feel now?
Full.
Full. Alive, though? Alive and well?
I feel I loved being at this table with the
Did
both
you?
of you.
We
Oh,
loved
I'm
it
so
equally,
glad.
if not more. It's really, really amazing to
I
have
really
such an
did.
iconic person here.
I
Thank
hope it
you.
was interesting.
It was beyond interesting.
Well, I don't know.
It was.
Yeah.
I love you so much.
I love you so much.
Oh, I could
Lily,
say it all
we could
day.
we could listen to you talk all day here. But we
All
have
right,
to go.
everybody. Henry Winkler,
That was an iconic episode with an iconic man.
Absolutely.
What a ride.
I mean, just being able to hear all these stories from Henry that I had never heard before, it was unbelievable. It was like I got to meet him again. It was great.
And he's a real foodie. He knows his stuff between
Absolutely.
Funky and Pijja Palace and Pizzeria Bianco. He knows where to get a good meal in LA.
For sure. And he's just the sweetest, most wonderful man. I felt so lucky to have him in the booth with us today.
That was really an honor to have lunch with him. So
For sure.
anyways, follow us at Pastrami Pod. Like and subscribe wherever you watch, whether it's Spotify, Apple, YouTube.
All
and,
of the places.
Give us 5 stars. It's really helpful.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.